What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. And we're back. We are back. A little later than usual, but we're back in the joint. Welcome back. I'm your host, Jay Chase, and I feel good. I feel excited. I'm thrilled to be here. I want to try a prime time, nighttime release. See how many of y'all rock with this, or did you wait too long? Well, thank you for rocking with us either way. Thank you for supporting the show. If the show has blessed you, helped you, inspired you, motivated you, given you hope in a dark time, hit the support link in the show note. You know, if you're getting ready to embark on a personal growth journey and you're using the show for a little bit of motivation, come get tapped into the community. We have the 90-day personal growth challenge that we have open enrollment for. So open enrollment is literally where everybody gets ready to do the challenge. The challenge is going to start and kick off on October 2nd. We're going to finish out the last 90 days of the year strong, right? Strong. So we're going to do it as a community, open enrollment. Everybody's going to be super collaborative. There's free coaching in there, right? Coaching. We have experts coming in and teaching on certain subject matters. You improve your mindset, your relationships, your commitment to yourself. You improve your self-confidence, your resilience. And I love the consequence that is tagged on to it, because it actually lets you determine what you're going to do. Like, you get to make a choice. Am I going to do my consequence, or am I going to do my commitment? And you get to decide that. So if you haven't tapped into the 90-day personal growth challenge yet, please download the app in the App Store for iPhone users. If you don't have an iPhone, go get the new iPhone 15. This is not an iPhone ad. Just go download the app. Only for iPhone users right now. Or you can head over to 90daypersonalgrowth.com and sign up for open enrollment. I love you guys. Today, we are talking about the possibilities of personal growth, the things that can come out of it, and the good of personal growth, and why we need it in our life. But I really want to highlight today the pitfalls of personal growth. And so I'm going to give you like 4 or 5 things to avoid when attacking a personal growth plan and when embarking on a journey of moving forward, and how to navigate personal and professional growth and development, right? So let's dive. I always like to start off with a quote. And today's quote comes from Benjamin Franklin. Love that guy. Who doesn't love a good old Ben? But Benjamin Franklin said, "By improving yourself, the world is made better. Be not afraid of growing too slowly. Be afraid only of standing still." And this really struck home when, I was doing my reflection process, thinking about you guys, thinking about the episode, thinking about what I have to bring today. And a lot of people say, "Jay, it's not the right time. I don't have time for that." And I think that they're scared of the start and stop process, so they don't start. They're like, they get held up. And that can equate to being afraid of growing too slowly, which I don't think that you guys are afraid of growing too slowly, but I think you need to accept the fact of growing too slow. Like, sometimes growth is a slow process, and whatever it may be that we're going after, whatever it may be that we're trying to grow into, whatever our next level is, like, it may be a slow process there. And so don't be discouraged if it does take longer than you expected. Be more discouraged of being in the same spot you were last year. I'm like, and I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm not talking at you, but with you. Like, I want you to know that if you are not growing or going towards something, then you're standing still, and that's the scariest place to be for anybody. So I definitely suggest and highlight that you are not afraid of growing or growing too slowly, but be afraid of standing still and doing what you've always done, expecting different results. I'm not going to say what that is, but we all know what the definition of that is. And I want to talk today about the potential of growing slowly and growing at an exponential rate. Knowing that you have the potential to be and do and have whatever it is that you want, and all it takes is tapping into that potential within you. And yeah, potential is focused on tomorrow, but that tomorrow starts with today. So I would say, tap into the possibilities of personal growth versus the pitfalls of personal growth. And a lot of people start on a journey of personal growth where they're scared. They're scared of failure. They're scared of change. They're scared of running out of resources. Like, they think of all the reasons of not to grow versus all the possibilities to grow. Who could you help? Who could you be? What, like, the person that you can become, the person that you think about every single day, that person that you know is deep down inside you can extract that from you with a little bit of effort, time, and energy put towards your personal growth. So I pose one question to you during today's episode, and that is, what is your plan for personal growth? What is your plan for personal growth? And when somebody first asked me this question, I didn't have an answer. And it's okay if you don't, but I need you to sit down and assess where you are, where you want to be in the next 90 days, the next 10 years, the next year, the next 6 months, whatever it may be, whatever your timeline is on your personal growth. But really assess that and see where you are, and then come up with a plan for your personal growth, because the possibilities of what you could be all lie within your strategy. And if you have a desire to become, then the plan will form. I promise you that. But where the plan gets faulted, or the plan stops, or people fall into brick walls or hit brick walls during this journey, is in certain pitfalls of personal growth. And I want to throw up these flags so you can avoid them and make the right turns during that, right? So first, I want you guys to know that growth stops when you are inconsistent between your words and your actions. That's when growth stops. Like when you're not doing what you say, and your actions look a whole lot different than what your words look like. I want to tell you guys that people are visual learners. Like, they watch people before they decide to let people lead them, right? I can't tell you how many people have been impacted by the podcast, impacted by a speech, a talk I've done, impacted by a meeting I've hosted on Reframe, or impacted by something I've done, but haven't told me till months later, haven't told me till time after time again that it's happened. So people are visual learners, and then that's where they see your growth, right? So I always tell people, or I tell my clients, or anytime I work with a corporation, is that I need you guys to start being tour guides and not travel agents, right? I don't need you, like we all know what a travel agent does, right? Here's your ticket, here's your flight, hope you don't miss your flight, here's your bags, I hope they don't lose your bags. But when we become a tour guide, we're on this road with people. So anytime that you're trying to lead others or help others or be there for others, I need you to be a tour guide and not a travel agent, right? People follow what they see, not what they hear, right? So I need you to lead by exemplification. So inconsistency between your words and your actions, that's pitfall number 1. Pitfall number 2, advancing in position versus advancing in personal growth. Jay, what does that look like? If you grow into your next level and you're in over your head, that's completely okay, right? If you are given your next level and you're in over your head, that's detrimental to your growth. Well, why do you say that, Jay? Because if you grow into your next level, right, you'll grow out of the circumstances and out of the trials and tribulations and into the next level that's above that level. But if you were given that next level, your next level, whatever that may look like, then that's permanent stagnation, because that's all you can see, because you don't grow beyond the goal of what's in front of you. And that's why you grow with the first statement. If you grow into your next level, it's okay to be in over your head, because you'll grow past the goal. You'll grow beyond that level. And I want to take a moment to touch on being goal-oriented versus growth-oriented. This is a whole nother podcast. I'm going to have to bring this one out next episode, maybe a part 2 to this. But when we're focused on our goals, right, that's the end point. That's it. That's all we got right there is the goals. And once we hit that goal, we always say, what's next? I see this a lot in my recovery community. A lot of people who are being alcohol-free, trying to get on that road, but they're counting days, and they say, yeah, I'm just doing one day at a time with them, that's it. We're not growing beyond that point. So I want to challenge you to take a deeper dive into yourself. Instead of setting goals, I want you to set goals and measure your growth. Be growth-oriented when it comes to your goals. It would be nice to hit this, but I have to grow by doing this in order to get there, right? And that is pitfall number 2. Those who are goal-oriented, focused on advancing in position, versus those who are growth-oriented, focused on advancing in personal growth. Now, pitfall number 3 is you can't be on a personal growth journey if you're insecure. Because people and their insecurities, they stay exactly where they are. They stay comfortable. They don't go where their insecurities might be challenged, where they might face constructive criticism. They stay in this place of being hurt because somebody hurt them, so now they need to hurt somebody else. That they fear public failure, right? Anybody with you can't. And growth is nothing but trial and error. That's all it is. We got to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And if you're scared of public failure, you're going to always be avoiding risk, and that is going to cost you nothing but staying where you are. Stagnation, right? Embrace vulnerability and be open with who you are, and be able to be human with somebody else, right? Because if you're insecure, you're going to try and hurt people. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt others. You're not going to be looking out for others. But if you're growth oriented and you have strategies for growth to overcome these places in your mind where you are doubtful of your capabilities or possibilities, then you surround yourself with a community who make that possible for you. Like, you can do it, but there's things that you need to overcome within yourself, and that just comes from understanding yourself. You don't got to say, oh, I'll never do this, I'll never. Quit comparing yourself and start empowering yourself, right? Pitfall number 4. Make the tough call. If you're not making tough calls, you're not growing, right? If you're not cutting people out, if you're not having hard discussions, if you're not making hard decisions in your personal growth, then you're not growing. I asked somebody, hey, when was the last time you cut somebody off? They were like, I can't remember, but I'm sure I have before, And I was like, have you ever cut somebody off for your personal growth, for your own benefit? And they say, I got to think on that. And I see who. I was like, if you got to think on it, you haven't. And so I encourage you to do a self-reflection. When was the last time you intentionally grew, right? What are some strategies that I can implement to make sure that I am structuring my life around intentional growth? And what are the tough calls that I need to make this happen? Because it always costs something. It's the law of trade-offs. It always costs something. So what's the tough calls that you need to make in order to make this happen, right? And this is the last pitfall that I'm going to give to you guys today. But this is the most important one, is pitfall number 5 of personal growth, is that people actually forget that personal growth isn't about them. This whole journey is not about you. It's about who you can impact and influence to be better within themselves. Growth is not about you. It's about the people that you surround yourself with. If you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So growth isn't about you, it's about the other people that you directly and indirectly affect. So I always challenge others and challenge people who take on personal growth. The exponential impact of adding value to others is impeccable and measurable. So who would benefit if you became the best version of you? And then who can help you get there? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a coach? Do you need a thriving relationship for somebody to help you get there? But then also, who would directly benefit from you becoming the best version of you? And where people fall into this pitfall is they think that growth is about them and they get selfish about it. And I'm not encouraging you to get selfish about it, but I am encouraging to think about somebody else when it comes to your personal growth, that you could actually possibly help save or nurture someone to the other side of something through your own personal growth. Through your own personal growth, right? So please, I hope that this was helpful. I hope this has been encouraging. Hopefully you can go back, listen, take notes, rate, review, share with a friend if anything has resonated with you from this episode. Like, these are the 5 pitfalls of growth that people can avoid to expedite their personal growth journey. And don't be afraid of growing too slowly. Be afraid of standing still. Be afraid of standing still, right? So I challenge you, be intentional with your growth, both for yourself and others, right? Reflect. Every single day, track your growth, identify your self-manufactured limitations, what's showing up because of me and not because of others, and work towards breaking them. And if you need help with that, join the community. Download the app, Don't Touch My Mindset, in the App Store. Follow us on Instagram at TheJChase or at Don't Touch My Mindset. And join the 90-day personal growth challenge. This episode is, I want to position you to make the rest of your life the best of your life, to make next year your best year. Like, we really gonna go after it. And yo, if you made it this far, I might as well tell you, Amplify Workshop's coming back, West Coast tour. We're coming to 4 cities, 2-day workshop. I'm excited, the team's excited. So be on the lookout for the link and promotions of that. Grab your tickets. Tickets will be on sale soon. So just keep tapping in with us. I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I did not drop a Pivotal Moments episode, and that's okay. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it done this weekend. All right, how about that? Until next week, we'll be back with a brand new mindset. But until then, stay focused, stay inspired, stay connected, and please, don't let anyone touch your mindset.